When the electrical system broke down in Sophia Chen's Manhattan penthouse, the Egyptian electrician she called would repair not just the wires, but the strings of her heart. Sometimes love appears in the most unexpected moments, in the most ordinary jobs. In the heart of New York, on the 42nd floor of one of Manhattan's most prestigious skyscrapers, Sophia Chen's penthouse stretched out. Crystal lamps, Italian marble, panoramic city views, every detail perfect, every corner luxurious. But that Wednesday evening, when the electrical system broke down, all those technological marvels became meaningless. Sophia Chen, 35, was the founder and CEO of Chen Technologies. She was second generation from a family that came from China to America. While her father ran a modest electronics shop in Hong Kong, Sophia had built a technology empire in Silicon Valley. 5 feet 6 inches tall, elegantly built, always perfectly dressed woman. Her black hair always up, makeup flawless, posture confident, but deep in her dark brown eyes, the loneliness that success brought was hidden. Sophia was known in the business world as the Ice Queen, cold, calculating, emotionless. She had never married, had no long-term relationships. Men were either interested in her money or her status. She had never experienced real love, genuine connection. That evening, before an important video conference, the penthouse's electrical system completely crashed. Sophia called her assistant Jennifer. "Jennifer, I need you to find an emergency electrician. I have a meeting with Tokyo in half an hour." "I'll handle it right away, Sophia. The nearest electrical service is Cooper Electric. They'll be there in 20 minutes. While Sophia tried to work on her laptop by candlelight, the doorbell rang. When she opened the door, there wasn't someone like she expected at all. Ahmed Hassan, 32, was 6 feet 0 inches tall, dark-skinned, powerfully built Egyptian man. Short black hair, dark brown eyes, a gentle but determined expression. Clean blue work overalls, professional electrical bag in hand. He smiled politely at Sophia. "Good evening, I'm Ahmed Hassan from Cooper Electric. I was called for an electrical malfunction." Sophia looked Ahmed up and down. Usually the repairmen who came to her house seemed old, inexperienced. Ahmed was different, professional, reliable, and handsome. "Come in. The system completely crashed. I need an urgent solution." When Ahmed entered, he was impressed by the magnificence of the penthouse but didn't show it. He had studied engineering in Egypt, but came to America for economic reasons. His English was fluent but slightly accented. He had been working as an electrician in New York for 5 years. "I need to look at the main electrical panel to understand the problem. Where is it?" Sophia led Ahmed to the technical area behind the kitchen. While Ahmed took his tools out of his bag, Sophia watched him. His movements were precise, his hands skilled, his manner calm. "How long will the problem take?" Sophia asked, her voice softer than usual. "It depends on the situation. But don't worry, I'll solve it." Ahmed began examining the electrical panel. Sophia watched his working style. Every movement was thoughtful, every decision logical. It was obvious that Ahmed loved his job. "You run a technology company, don't you?" Ahmed asked while dealing with cables. Sophia was surprised. "How do you know?" "It's obvious from the technological devices in the house. Also, I had seen the Chen Technologies office in the Jenkins building." "Are you Sophia Chen?" "Yes. Do you know me?" Ahmed smiled. "I don't know you, but I respect you. Building such a big company on your own is not easy." Sophia wasn't used to this sincere appreciation. Usually people either feared her or expected benefits. "Thank you. How long have you been doing electrical work?" 5 years here. But I was an electrical engineer in Egypt. Why did you come here?" Ahmed paused for a moment. "Better opportunities for my family. A better future for my children in America." "Do you have children?" "Yes, 2. Layla is 8 years old. Omar is 6. I live with my wife in Queens." Sophia's face fell. Ahmed was married. She couldn't understand why she felt disappointed. Ahmed noticed the change in Sophia's expression. "My wife, or rather, my ex-wife. We divorced 2 years ago. I see the children twice a week." Sophia tried to understand why she felt relieved. This man had just come as an electrician. Why did his personal life concern her? Ahmed solved the problem half an hour later. The lights came back, the air conditioning started working. Problem solved. The main fuse box was old. I installed a new one. "How much do I owe?" $150, but my credit card device ran out of charge from the power outage. "Can I take cash?" Sophia realized she only had large bills in her wallet. "I only have $500. I'll bring the change tomorrow." "No need. $150 is enough. Let me give you the change." Sophia was surprised. "You don't want to take the extra money?" Ahmed smiled politely. I don't want unfair gain. I take as much as I work. Sophia encountered such honesty for the first time in her life. In the business world, everyone was focused on making more money. You're very honest. This is a rare trait. My father taught me. Ahmed, the value of money is proportional to your work, he used to say. Sophia looked at Ahmed. This man wasn't just an electrician. He was someone with values, principles. Ahmed, can I offer you a coffee? You're tired. Ahmed hesitated. You're very kind, but it's late. They might be waiting for me at home. Is anyone waiting? No, but then 10 minutes, please. Ahmed couldn't resist Sophia's insistence. Okay, very briefly. Sophia prepared coffee with her special coffee machine in the kitchen. Ahmed looked at the panoramic view of the living room. Incredible view. Seeing New York from up here is a different experience. Sophia brought the coffees and sat next to Ahmed. I used to think so too, but you get used to it over time. Getting used to it is a bad thing. You stop noticing the beauties. Sophia thought about the depth of Ahmed's words. You haven't lost the ability to notice, I guess. Thanks to my children. They live as if they're seeing everything for the first time. They teach me too. Your eyes light up when you talk about them. Ahmed smiled. They are the meaning of my life. The only reason I came here. Sophia had never experienced this paternal love. Her father always worked, never made time for her. You're a good father. As much as I can. It's difficult, of course, alone. But the children are strong. They adapted. As their coffees finished, Sophia realized she didn't want to part with Ahmed. This man was different from everyone she had met in her life. Sincere, modest, real. Ahmed, this might sound strange to you, but can I see you again? Ahmed was surprised. Ma'am, I'm just an electrician. I'm just a woman too. Social status, money, these don't stop us from being human. Ahmed looked at Sophia carefully. This woman wasn't the cold CEO he saw in the media. She was lonely, sincere, simple person. But we come from very different worlds. Maybe that's why there are things we can learn from each other. Ahmed thought for a long time. As friends? Yes, as friends. Okay, but I can't go to luxury restaurants. My budget is limited. Sophia smiled. I love walking in Central Park. That's free. Ahmed smiled too. Then can we meet in Central Park tomorrow evening? Yes, at 6 o'clock at Bethesda Fountain. Ahmed gathered his bag and headed to the door. Thank you, Miss Sophia. See you tomorrow. Just call me Sophia. And thanking is my right. After Ahmed left, Sophia was alone in her penthouse, but this time loneliness felt different. There was hope inside. The next evening, Sophia was waiting for Ahmed in Central Park. For the first time, she wasn't wearing business clothes, but simple jeans and a blouse. When Ahmed came, he had trouble recognizing her. You looked very different, more natural. Business clothes are like a mask. This is the real me. They started walking. Ahmed told about spending his childhood in Cairo, going to see the pyramids. Sophia shared about summers with her grandmother in China, learning traditional calligraphy. Why have you never married? Ahmed asked. Sophia wasn't expecting this question. I made a lot of sacrifices to be successful in my business life. I didn't make time for love. Love isn't a matter of time. It comes naturally. How did you meet your wife? At university. We were very young. When we came to America, everything changed. She couldn't adapt to life here. I worked too much. We lost each other. They sat on a bench by the lake. The sun was setting. New York's lights were starting to turn on. Ahmed, I want to tell you something. I'm listening. Last night I felt like I met a real person for the first time in my life. You are different. Ahmed looked at Sophia. I felt the same, but I'm worried. Why? Because you're a very powerful, successful woman. I'm just an electrician. This difference will challenge us. Sophia took Ahmed's hand. Ahmed, value isn't measured by money. You're an honest, hard-working, good-hearted man. This is more important than anything for me. Ahmed didn't let go of Sophia's hand. But what will your circle say? Your friends, business partners? I don't care. I'm tired of living according to their opinions. From that moment on, Sophia and Ahmed started meeting regularly. Sophia met Ahmed's children. Layla and Omar loved Sophia very much. While Sophia taught them technology, she learned Arabic words from Ahmed. But their relationship wasn't without challenges. Ahmed's ex-wife Fatima had heard about Sophia through the children and wasn't pleased. She called Ahmed one evening, her voice sharp with concern. Ahmed, the children are talking about some rich Chinese woman. Who is this person? Ahmed felt his stomach tighten. Her name is Sophia. She's a friend. A friend? Ahmed, you're a divorced man with 2 children. You can't afford to get involved with some wealthy woman who's probably just amusing herself. Fatima, it's not like that. Sophia is genuine. Wake up, Ahmed. Women like her don't date men like us. She'll get bored and move on, and then what? You'll be heartbroken. And worse, you'll confuse the children. After the call, Ahmed sat in his small Queens apartment, staring at the photo Layla had drawn of him, Sophia and Omar holding hands. Was Fatima right? Was he being naive? Meanwhile, Sophia was facing her own challenges. Her business mentor, Robert Kim, had requested an urgent meeting. In his corner office overlooking the Hudson River, he didn't mince words. Sophia, I've heard rumors about you and some tradesmen. Please tell me they're not true. They're not rumors, Robert. His name is Ahmed. And yes, we're seeing each other. Robert's face darkened. Do you have any idea what this could do to your reputation? Chen Technologies is about to go public. Investors need to see stability, sophistication, not some romance with a blue-collar worker. Ahmed has more integrity than most of the executives I've met. Integrity doesn't matter in the stock market, Sophia. Perception does. I'm advising you as your mentor and largest investor, end this relationship now, before it damages everything you've built. Sophia felt the familiar weight of expectations, the same pressure that had driven her to work 18-hour days and sacrifice every personal relationship for success. That weekend, Sophia invited Ahmed to her penthouse for dinner. She'd spent hours cooking his favorite Egyptian dish, koshari, following a recipe his mother had shared with her over video call the week before. You made koshari? Ahmed's eyes lit up as he entered the kitchen. It smells just like my mother's. I wanted to surprise you. Your mother was very patient with me on the call. As they ate, Ahmed seemed quieter than usual. Sophia noticed him picking at his food, lost in thought. Ahmed, what's wrong? You seem distant. Ahmed set down his fork. Sophia, I've been thinking a lot lately. About us, about what we're doing. Sophia's heart began to race. What do you mean? I mean, look around. This penthouse probably costs more than I'll make in my entire lifetime. Your world, my world. Maybe Fatima was right. Maybe we're too different. Ahmed, don't let your ex-wife poison what we have. It's not just Fatima. It's everything. The way people look at us when we're together. The comments online. I saw the business articles, Sophia. They're saying your relationship with me could hurt your company's public offering. Sophia reached across the table and took his hand. I don't care about the IPO. I don't care what people think, but I care about you. I care about your dreams, your success. I won't be the reason you lose everything you've worked for. That night, they made love with a desperate tenderness, both sensing that their world was shifting beneath them. But even in their most intimate moments, the weight of the external pressure pressed down on them like a gathering storm. The crisis came 2 weeks later. Chen Technologies' board of directors called an emergency meeting. Sophia sat at the head of the mahogany table, facing 12 stone-faced executives and investors. Sophia, began Margaret Walsh, the board's chairwoman, we've received concerning reports about your personal life, affecting company morale and investor confidence. My personal life has nothing to do with my ability to run this company. I'm afraid it does, interjected David Park, another board member. 3 major investors have expressed concerns about your judgment. The tech industry is traditional in many ways. They need to see leadership that reflects their values. Margaret leaned forward. We're prepared to offer you a choice, Sophia. End this relationship and proceed with the IPO as planned with our full support, or continue down this path and face a vote of no confidence. The room fell silent. Sophia looked around the table at faces she had trusted, people she had made wealthy beyond their dreams. Now they sat in judgment of her heart. I need time to think. You have 48 hours, Margaret said coldly. That evening, Sophia didn't call Ahmed. Instead, she drove to her grandmother's house in Chinatown, something she hadn't done in months. Her grandmother, Po Po, was 89 years old, small but fierce, with eyes that had seen revolution, immigration, and the building of new lives from nothing. Po Po, Sophia said, sitting in the small kitchen that smelled of jasmine tea and old memories, I don't know what to do. Her grandmother listened as Sophia explained everything. Ahmed, the board, the ultimatum. When Sophia finished, Po Po was quiet for a long time. Then she spoke in Mandarin, her voice soft but firm. When I came to America with your grandfather, people said we didn't belong. They said we were too different, that we should stay with our own kind. But your grandfather, he saw something in me that others couldn't see. Not my family's poverty, not my broken English, not my foreign ways. He saw my heart. She reached across the table and took Sophia's hands. Money comes and goes, granddaughter. Companies rise and fall. But a heart that sees your true worth, that is precious beyond measure. But Popo, I could lose everything. You could lose everything anyway, but if you give up love for fear, you lose something you might never find again. That night, Sophia made her decision. The next morning, she called an all-hands meeting at Chen Technologies. The main auditorium was packed with employees, executives, and journalists who had somehow caught wind of the drama. Sophia stood at the podium, looking out at hundreds of faces, some supportive, some curious, some hostile. "I built this company on a simple principle," she began, her voice clear and strong. "That innovation comes from authenticity, that the best ideas emerge when people are free to be themselves, to bring their whole selves to their work." She paused, scanning the crowd until she found Ahmed in the back, wearing his best shirt, his eyes full of love and concern. "Yesterday I was asked to choose between my personal happiness and my professional success. I was told that loving someone who comes from a different background, a different economic class, somehow makes me unfit to lead." Murmurs rippled through the audience. "I reject that premise completely. Ahmed Hassan is an electrical engineer who immigrated to this country with nothing but hope and determination. He's a devoted father who works 2 jobs to support his children. He's a man of integrity who won't even accept a tip he hasn't earned." Her voice grew stronger. "If loving someone like that makes me unqualified to run this company, then perhaps this company doesn't deserve the kind of leader I aspire to be." The room erupted. Some people stood and applauded, others sat in stunned silence. In the back, Ahmed's eyes filled with tears. "Effective immediately, I'm withdrawing Chen Technologies from the public offering. We'll remain a private company, free to make decisions based on our values rather than the prejudices of the market." After the meeting, the board members filed past Sophia with expressions ranging from fury to grudging respect. Margaret Walsh stopped last. "You realize you've just cost yourself hundreds of millions of dollars?" "No," Sophia replied, watching Ahmed make his way through the crowd toward her. "I just invested in something more valuable." One day they ate at Ahmed's house, modest but warm home. Ahmed had made traditional Egyptian food for Sophia. "This is very delicious. Can I get the recipe?" "Of course. But we're not expecting a chef lady. It might not be very perfect." Sophia laughed. "I don't hire a chef. I cook my own food." "Really? Don't rich people hire chefs?" "I'm different, I guess." Ahmed looked at Sophia. "Yes, you're very different." That night, leaving Ahmed's house, Sophia felt very happy. A happiness that couldn't be bought with money. However, one day, Sophia's assistant Jennifer came to her with concern. "Sophia, there's a photo of you on social media, together with Ahmed Hassan." Sophia took the tablet. There really was a photo taken while walking with Ahmed in Central Park. The comments written below were very harsh. "Is the technology queen dating an electrician? Chen Technologies stocks will fall. What kind of public relations disaster is this?" As Sophia read the comments, her heart sank. What would Ahmed feel if he saw this? When she called Ahmed that evening, his voice was very calm. "Sophia, I saw the photo. Ahmed, please don't get caught up in these troll comments." "Sophia, maybe they're right. Maybe I'm not suitable for you." "Ahmed, don't you dare say that. You're the most valuable person I've ever met. But I'm damaging your career. That's not fair." "Ahmed, listen to me. You are my choice, and no one can question this choice." 6 months later, Ahmed and Sophia got married. The wedding was simple but sincere. Sophia's grandmother from her family, Ahmed's mother from his family, and of course, Layla and Omar. In her wedding speech, Sophia said, "Ahmed gave me the most precious gift. Real love. That feeling that can't be bought with money, can't be earned with status, can only be felt with the heart." Ahmed also responded, "Sophia gave me confidence, confidence in myself, the belief that I can make my dreams come true." Today, Ahmed has established his own electrical company, Hassan Engineering Solutions, which has become one of the most respected electrical contractors in New York. Sophia restructured Chen Technologies as a B Corporation, focusing on social impact alongside profit. Together, they've launched a foundation that provides technical education scholarships for immigrant children. And in the evenings, while having dinner with Layla and Omar in the Manhattan penthouse, Sophia understands this. Real love transcends social classes, cultural differences, financial situations, because the heart doesn't recognize these distinctions. As Ahmed says, "Love is like electricity, invisible but felt, and when the right connection is made, it illuminates life." Their story became a symbol of hope for many couples facing similar challenges. They proved that love, when it's genuine and fought for, can overcome any obstacle society places in its path.